What is happening, everybody? Welcome back to the Games and Graps podcast. My name is Sonny Finn, and with me, as always, is Finn Steele.
Hello.
Finn,
We're
how you doing? Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I'm doing good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. It's been a while. It's been a long time, actually.
It's been a little bit, yeah. It's good to be back.
It is good to be back. I think it's been 7 months. I think I had a look earlier on as to when the last one was, and I think it was 7 months ago.
Blimey, time flies.
So I had a 2-month-old child then. I have a 9-month-old child now who is just wreaking havoc in my house
I bet.
every day.
Oh, bless him.
So yeah, the last time we did this, he was just like not doing anything, and now he does everything. So it's crazy how quickly things change in a short space of time.
Yeah, like when I first saw him, it was like he couldn't even like crawl. He's just like walking around on the floor. And then second time I saw him, like barely any time later, he's like walking around.
Yeah,
go wherever he wants, and it's like,
Yeah.
wow, it's been like 2 weeks. Well, like it feels
Yeah.
like. And
it's just crazy. It's crazy. And then, so yeah, I mean, time has just flown by. We have sort of talked about doing the podcast again. We just haven't, found the time and stuff to do it. And like we just said, time goes so quick that you just don't realize. And then, all of a sudden, 7 months later, we decide that we can finally, do it again. And here we are. And it's awesome. I've been really excited to do this ever since we sort of spoke yesterday and said, yeah, well, let's do it. And I was like, okay, well, let's record tomorrow then. So
Yeah.
we just started putting the stuff online for it to do it again, and for it to then sort of be on this YouTube channel as opposed to the Games and Graps channel, because I've been doing a lot of stuff. Yeah, and it just seemed to all make perfect sense, and here we are now, and I'm really glad that we're back.
Me too. A lot's happened in this past 7 months when it comes to games and wrestling.
Yes,
to talk about
a lot. I like your Nuka-Cola t-shirt, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, Fallout. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Fallout merch is always awesome.
It is. I like this. Yeah, I've got loads of it as well.
I've actually got a Fallout Boy controller holder holding up my Xbox 360 controller on my desk here.
Oh, nice. That's cool. I've got Fallout. Remember back when we worked together a long time ago? I had the Fallout lunchbox. I used to bring them with me.
That's cool.
Yeah, I got that. I got the little Pip Boy, who's getting Fallout 4.
You got the Pip Boy version of that?
Yeah, and you could put your phone in it, or you could put your phone in it. Now phones are way too big. Back when it first came out, phones were like small, normal sized, and now they're massive, and they won't fit in it anymore.
So back when it came out, you could put your Nokia 3210 in there, and it'd be all right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right. Okay. Yeah, you can play Snake on your Pip Boy.
Yeah. But no, it's still a cool piece of kit.
It's awesome. I think it's worth a bit of money now.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's good. It's cool stuff.
Yeah. This is why buying physical stuff is good.
Yeah, it really is. I love physical media, as you can tell.
Yeah. Me too. I've got a heap of physical media behind me now as well.
Yes, very nice.
A wall of Xbox 360 games.
Very nice. Did you watch the Fallout TV show on Amazon?
I've watched the first 3 or 4 episodes. I think it's really good. I just need to carry on with it.
Yeah, one of the few TV shows I actually watched all the way through. Yeah, it's really, really good. If you like the games, you like it. Even if you don't like the games, it's still a good just show in general.
Yeah, very loyal to its source material, which is really good. They don't try and change things and mess around. They keep it very Fallout, which is awesome.
Yeah, it's great stuff.
Which is how it should be. Just don't mess around with things.
Yeah, exactly.
The Last of Us is another good example of that, to be fair.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Last of Us TV show?
I've not.
Oh, you should. It's really, really good.
I think it's because it follows the same story as the games. There's like, I've already played the games. I know what happens. So,
yeah, I get that, but you should definitely watch it. It's really good. It's a really good adaptation of it.
Yeah, I should. I will at some point.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, this is Games and Graps. I guess remastered. Remastered is the cool thing at the minute, right?
Games and Graps 1.
Games and Graps 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Games and Graps 1. That's what this is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mortal Kombat can do it. We can do it as well.
Exactly. My light is super bright shining on my face.
Yeah, mine too. I've got like a really this room does have a bright light anyway, But yeah, we go. We're back. To be fair, when we used to record, it used to be almost daylight. So
yeah, I wear this hat on it. There you go.
Yes, the Luigi hat.
There you go.
There you go. That works. That works. You're covered from the light now.
Yeah. Next time I'll turn the light now. But yeah.
Yeah. But it's good to be back. We're going to do this as often as we possibly can and just keep it consistent. That's what I've been trying to do with my stuff over the last few months is be consistent. And with bringing this back, the one sort of thing for me is just wanting to be super consistent with it. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to try and keep it as consistent as we humanly possibly can. And with that in mind, Finn.
Hello.
What have you been playing? Now, before we go into that, actually, let's not, because 7 months is a long time. We don't need to I guess we don't need to. I can't remember what I was playing a month ago, let alone 7 months ago. So let's just keep it recent. Okay. What have you been playing?
Well, 3 months ago, I started playing. So I've been playing. I'm back on WWE 2K24. I took a break from it because I wanted to wait until all the DLC was out. So I've just done the second story mode, second My Rise mode,
the
version, which is very good. Went on a bit, very long these story modes. Some said be a little bit short, so very repetitive.
Yeah,
so the second half on easy, just to get it over with. But there are some cool storylines in there. I do recommend playing through them, both the men's and women's ones.
Okay.
So I've done and I've done the universe mode trophies. Universe mode's a bit very kind of basic in this one.
It's been basic for years and years, and they've never really, despite complaints from everybody, be like, "Oh, you got to do this to universe, do this to universe." They never do, and it's the same every year. They go, "Oh, overhauled universe mode." No, it ain't. It never is. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So yeah,
and the few trophies they got on there, you can just blast through it in 20 minutes.
Yeah,
it's I'm done with the universe mode now. What next?
Yeah.
My faction is still pants and a pain in the ass to get trophies in, but that's done now. I've got that out of the way.
So how far away from the platinum are you now?
Pretty close. I'm just on GM mode, which I'm enjoying a lot. I like GM mode.
I like GM mode. Yeah, I like GM mode. Again, it's super basic, but it's good. It's good fun. It's super addictive as well.
So addictive. I'm on there all the time. I'm trying to get a trophy for playing as ECW, beating on extreme difficulty. Which is what I'm doing.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. It's both relaxing and stressful at the same time. I don't know how it does it. It's relaxing because you're just kind of sitting there clicking through menus. Also stressful because you want to beat the CPU. It's like, okay, how do I? Everyone's injured. How do I get these matches to work? Michelle McCool's having a go at me because she keeps losing. It's like, what do you want me to do, Michelle? I can't. You're the one losing. I can't. I don't have any fixed match cards. You're gonna have to win the match. I can't help you. And then she asks for 100,000 grand. It's like, I don't have that much money, Michelle. Come on.
Yeah. The life of a booker.
Yeah. And then Teddy Long is playing his cards against me. It's like, Teddy, come on, give me a break.
Tag team match against the Undertaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just too Undertaker. But yeah, so I'm playing as ECW with Mick Foley as the GM. And
Nice.
I'm playing against Teddy Long, who's the GM at SmackDown, naturally.
Of course, yeah.
Of course. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. It's one of my favorite men on there, actually.
Yeah, I had noticed that you've been playing it quite a bit.
Yeah. So yeah, the main mode you want to play in 2K24 is GM mode, the showcase mode, and My Rise. Yeah, you can ignore everything else, unless you want the platinum trophy.
Yeah, unless you want the platinum trophy, then you've just got to play everything.
Yeah. So that's that. What else? I started on Silent Hill 2 the other night, which is very, very good.
It's very, very good.
Yes, the trailers were very misleading. The very first trailer they showed made it look like an action game, which is not Silent Hill at all.
No.
It was all third-person shooting, and there's a zombie, bang! Oh my god! It's like, what? This isn't the truth. It's not what it's supposed to be.
It's almost like they were trying to sell it like Resident Evil 3 remake.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which is an action game. But yeah, I've been playing it as well. I really like it. I think it's really good.
No,
it's not an action game.
No, not at all. The combat's, as it should be. Everything's
Mhm.
great. Voice acting is really good. Yeah, if you're a fan of horror games and you've not played Silent Hill 2, play it. Just buy it
Yeah,
now. Really, really
yeah,
good.
I think even if you've never played it before, which I hadn't, I played the first one. I'd never played the sequel before, but you can just step into it. It's just like its own individual story, and it's very, very good. The atmosphere is almost second to none. The way that Blooper Team have done it is really amazing. I think it's. Like I said, I've never played the original Silent Hill 2, but from what I've played of the first one, they've really nailed the atmosphere of the town of Silent Hill and what the game is all about. I liked the other game that they did, the Medium. I thought that was good.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I liked all their games to fit. People were a bit apprehensive. Is that the word?
Apprehensive.
Apprehensive, yeah, that's the one. Because Blooper Team games, I really enjoyed them. Some people weren't as impressed, and like the Metacritic reviews are kind of like in the middle, like 6 or 7s.
Mm-hmm.
To people like, Silent Hill 2, the classic, I think they trust them with a game like Silent Hill 2, but no, they've nailed it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's really, really good. I've only played a little bit of it so far, probably a couple of hours. I think I've played so far, but what I've played, I really like, and I'm excited to carry on with it. And yeah, I think it's fantastic. I really do.
You are in for a treat, let me tell you.
Mm.
Great game. What else? Unfortunately, I'm playing Doom. I think I said even last podcast video, I was still playing Doom. I'm still playing it on and off.
The first one of the first of the new ones.
Yes, so the Doom 1 and 1+2 version they made. It's like 120 FPS, 4K, all that stuff.
Wait, which one? Are we talking the old Doom?
Yes, original OG Doom from.
Right. Okay. So not the Bethesda Doom.
No, not the 2016 Doom. This
okay.
Yeah, old school Doom. It has every version of Doom on it, as well as a new version which they made specifically for this.
Mm-hmm.
I've beaten regular Doom, all the original levels. Now I'm on one of the expansions.
So many Doom games.
There's so many. No, it's really good. It's got a remastered soundtrack, which sounds incredible. Yeah, it's Doom. You know what Doom is.
Dude, the soundtracks for the newer Dooms are so good.
Yeah.
Like it just absolutely rips. It's so good.
Yeah, so good. Well, I've also made a start on Yakuza Kiwami 2.
Wow, okay.
Journey. So yeah, which is also very fun.
Only 28 more Yakuza games to play through, and more coming all the time.
Yep. Did you see they announced another new one?
Yeah, I don't understand how they're making these games so quick. It's just absolutely blowing my mind. It's like, here's Like a Dragon 2. This one's on a beach. And stuff. And now here's another spin-off with the guy with the eye patch. And it's like, how are you finding the time to make these games?
Yeah. So now
they're always so good.
Yeah. Now it's a pirate. Samoa Joe's there for some reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
insane.
It's by the time I finish one Yakuza game, they've already made another one. It's just like I can never catch up because they're always making.
But by the time you finish one Yakuza game, they've made another 3.
Exactly. Yeah, I've got no chance.
And you have no idea what order they all go in because they're all over the place. There's a samurai. It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, the samurai one. There's a spin-off that just came out. It's like the spin-off and the most recent one in the timeline both came out at the same time.
Yep,
that happened.
I know.
And you got different games as well. So I got it there to present the same.
Every single team at Sega working on Yakuza, and occasionally Sonic.
Yeah, it feels that way. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I could go on for hours all the games I've been playing, but those are the main ones I'm playing right now.
Cool.
Yeah, having a good time. How about yourself?
So I want to talk about it because I know we both got the platinum trophy for it, and we've not obviously done a podcast since it's been out. But obviously we've both got the platinum for Astrobot.
Of course, yes.
How do you rate it in terms of the best platformers of all time? Because in my opinion, it's right up there. Like it's not only one of the best platformers of all time. It's one of the best PlayStation games of all time. It's just an unbelievable achievement. It's so good, and just a beautiful celebration of PlayStation as well.
Yeah, it's a love letter to classic games, classic
Mm,
PlayStation, and just platformers in general.
yeah.
It completely nails that feel of like classic Nintendo games, like Mario
Hmm.
Galaxy and games like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's definitely up there with some of the best for sure. I think
Yeah.
Sony found the mascot they've been wanting this whole time, because I feel
Yeah.
like
I mean,
they had a proper like exclusive mascot. Like they had Crash Bandicoot back in the day, but that's gone to Activision. They had Lara Crofts, but they had they got Nathan Drake sort of, but not really.
Sackboy.
Yeah, Sackboy. Yeah, sort of, pretty close. But
Although they've pretty much kicked him in the bin now, though. To be fair,
pretty much.
because it's like he's just going to pop up here and there. I saw that there's a skin in the Horizon Lego game that's coming out. And
Really?
obviously, there is there is a bot for Sackboy in Astrobot. Spoiler, sorry. But they're delisting Little Big Planet 3 from the store. I know that there's a PlayStation 5 Sackboy platformer, but it was never really all that talked about. I think it's good. It's really good, but
Yeah.
he's not the mascot now, is he? It's Astrobot, and it will continue to be Astrobot going forward, and I'm fine with that because Astrobot's cool. I loved the VR game that they did. I loved Astro's Playroom, and this is obviously completely phenomenal. So, yeah,
10 out of 10 for me.
it's not as good as Knack, but not many games are.
Well, it's pretty close though. Pretty close.
Close, but
Yeah. There is a backbot in the game as well.
there is actually, yeah. Hey, look, I like the first Knack.
It's fine.
It's too long, way too long, actually, like stupidly long. Like
Yeah.
the story, the story's not good enough to warrant it being that long. Like the gameplay is fine, and I like the mechanics behind it, but it was too long.
Yeah. I don't think Knack was ever like a bad game. It's just a kind of a dull game.
Yeah,
It's like
that's fair.
it's playable. It's just kind of dull. It's like nothing special.
Poor Knack,
Yeah, poor Knack.
forever to be ridiculed.
Yeah. He tried his best.
He did try his best. He did. But yeah, Astrobot, phenomenal. And it also just shows you just how unbelievable PlayStation has been throughout the years.
Yeah. It's insane. I love it.
I love the emphasis on some of the games that don't get as much love these days, like Ape Escape, for example, which Ape Escape is awesome.
So good.
Like one of the games that first made use of the DualShock.
Yeah. Wow.
Because obviously you caught the apes with the net using the analog sticks, which was cool. Just stuff like that. I loved all the just loved everything like in the hub world, all the little things just going on. It was really fantastic, great game. But what I will say is some of those levels were brutal. Like some of the side levels were so difficult.
Yeah, some of them were a challenge for sure.
Maybe not as much for you, but for me, I was like, my Astrobot controller's going through the TV.
If you're a pro gamer like I am,
Exactly, yeah. Pro strats to get through these levels. You sent me a video because I was struggling with one of the levels, and you sent me a video of how you did it, and you made it look so easy.
Just run. Don't think, just run.
Don't think, just run.
Yeah, just react to
But
things.
then I was thinking about you telling me to not think when I was doing it. I did it eventually, but yeah.
There's one I found even harder than that for some reason. I thought, okay, I'm past all this one now. We're fine. Then another one just like, Jesus Christ, this one's actually difficult.
One of the X ones was really difficult.
Yeah, I think it's one of the X ones actually. Yeah,
yeah, one of them was really difficult.
It's great.
But
great.
Persevered, a worthy platinum.
And there's so many like obscure bots you wouldn't even think of like to be there. Like, is that Alondra from the PS1? What?
The real nerds know.
Yeah, the real OGs.
OGs. OGs. That's what we are. We are OGs.
Yeah, we're PlayStation OGs.
We're we're PlayStation OGs. I still have a PS2 plugged in here, right next to me.
Me too.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I love PlayStation.
Me too. I got my PS1, PS2, PS3, all the PSs.
All the PSs.
Not PS4 though. There's not much point when you got PS5.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
So that's Astrobot, a wonderful game. If you've not played it, what are you doing?
What are you
doing? It's just awesome. It really is awesome. What else have I been playing? I've been playing a bunch of VR stuff. Obviously, me and you have been playing a ton of Walkabout mini golf, not in the last couple of weeks, but we've been rinsing it. Oh my god, we played so much of it, and it rules. I'm just going to go out and say it's the best VR game.
Yeah, it's great. Like it nails what everything it's trying to do. The physics are spot on.
Yep.
As you can tell, because I'm terrible at it, just like it would be in real life.
Yep.
But no, it's really good, really fun. I think they're releasing or have just released a mobile version, haven't they?
Yes, they are. They've released a mobile version. Not sure how that's going to work, but I'm sure it'd be good.
Yeah, that's cool. If you haven't got VR and you want to try it out, check it out on your phone.
Yeah, definitely do. It's just so good. I could bang the drum about it all day because it's that good. But yeah, we should get back on that for sure at some point. Because we were just having an absolute blast with it.
Yeah, it's so good.
Like you, I've been playing Silent Hill 2, and I've been playing an embarrassing amount of EAFC 25 because it's that time of year now where the Captain Casual comes out of me, and that's what I do. That and NBA 2K25. That's where I'm at. And obviously Call of Duty comes out in a couple of weeks, so. On Game Pass, so I haven't got to buy it this year, which rules. So
yeah, that's a bonus, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's going to be huge for Game Pass. That.
Oh yeah,
big time. But I've been dipping in and out of other stuff. I've got things on my PlayStation that I want to play through. So I got like a dumbass, right? I got right to the end of Cyberpunk, right to the point of no return, and then just stopped playing it for some reason. So I've got it reinstalled on my PlayStation, and my aim is to just get it finished. I was really enjoying myself with it. Really great. It's a superb game. And then I just stopped playing it. I don't even know why. Maybe I needed space for something, and I was just like, "Oh, okay, this is more important right now. I'm going to play this." And then, I just stopped playing it. But it's back on my PlayStation. I'm going to play it. I've been playing Gory Cuddly Carnage, which is really good. A real 2000s game, if there ever was one. But yeah. That's pretty much it. I've been playing a ton over the last few months, but that's what I'm playing currently. That's where we're at. We may as well, if we're going to go, if it's Games and Graps 1 remastered, then we may as well just be current.
Yes, exactly. I want to jump back onto Rebirth at some point. So I'm beating the story. I'm done.
Oh, yeah.
Done literally everything you can do except finish Chadley's hard combat challenges and also play through on hard. So yeah, I've got that to do at some point. I don't forget how to play it.
I don't know if we'd podcasted last time when I'd finished Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But I finished it either way, and I'm proud of myself for it because I'd never beaten a Final Fantasy before. So there we go. There's that.
Yeah. Rebirth is excellent. Let's play that.
Yeah, I've started it.
Great.
It'll get finished in 2027, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Look forward to hearing your opinions on it.
I really like it so far. I think it's great.
Yeah.
The performance is a bit shoddy, but otherwise it's fine.
Yeah.
But it's good. It doesn't stuff like that. I try not to, unless it's really terrible.
Yeah.
I try not to let it bother me.
No, that stuff doesn't bother me at all. It's like no. I'll just talk about it now to get started. PS5 Pro. What's your thoughts on it?
I mean, I don't think we've really reached the potential that the actual base PS5 promised in the first place. The PS5 that we bought on launch had 8K written on the side of the box, and there's absolutely zero chance of that. Nope. But, I don't hate the idea of it. I mean, I had a PS4 Pro, and did it make a massive amount of difference in the grand scheme of things? No, probably not. The specs for this look very impressive for sure. And it feels unnecessary, but if people want it, then people want it. In my opinion, I don't think it's needed right now. I don't like the idea of a mid-gen upgrade anyway. I don't like that we're at that point. But hey, look, if people want it and people are happy to spend the money on it, then that's fine. But for me, it's unnecessary. And when I saw the price of it, instantly I was like, nah, I'm done. I'm not interested. I'm not paying that for it. I know that you could trade your old PlayStation 5 in and get a PS5 Pro, but you're still going to be looking at around about at least a £400 outlay.
At least, yeah.
And it's just not something that I'm overly interested in at the minute. But again, no hate towards those that are going to buy it or have pre-ordered it or whatever. If that's what they want, and if PlayStation's your main place of gaming and it's your your ride or die, then go for it. But for me, it's unnecessary. But that's yeah. And the price is crazy, but you see a lot of people online, trying to defend the price of it. But I don't think any home console should be should be £700.
It's a bit much. Yeah, I'm the same as you. That is too much money, and the fact it doesn't come with a disc drive or a stand.
Oh yeah, that as well. Yeah, that's crazy to me.
Like, it's supposed to be this like the ultimate console, but you don't have a disc drive or a stand.
Or a stand, yeah.
It's like
that was the bit that got me more than anything else was the stand. I was like, well, you got to buy the stand.
Yeah, it's just like, if you're going to charge that much, just include the basic stuff people want.
Yeah, I mean, what the PlayStation 5 was £450 itself when it came out, and it came with the stand.
Yeah,
and the disc drive.
But yeah, I've reached that point now where graphics really don't bother me. Like I was playing Doom for Christ's sake. It's an MS-DOS game. Like graphics don't bother me. I played Time Splitters as well on PS5. Got Mount Draper for that, which is
nice.
It's made by. You can tell it's made by the guys who made GoldenEye because it's literally just based like GoldenEye.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. I like my old PS2 games.
Yeah, same. I've been playing a lot of Xbox 360 as well, and I play some of those games, and I'm like, man, these still look great now. So I don't know. I'm not into mid-gen upgrades. I just feel like it's not necessary. Fulfill the promises that you made before you brought the original version of the console out, and then if you've got something new to show us, wait until the next generation. I just feel like it's unnecessary, But again, it is what it is, and that's where we are now. I know. I don't think Xbox are bothering doing that, but I don't think it's needed. I play games on my Series X, and they look phenomenal. Obviously, they do. And I play games on my PS5, and they look phenomenal because, of course, they do.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. To see the YouTube videos online with the comparison, videos, I'm just like, yeah, I guess it looks better. I think. Granted, it's on the YouTube, compressed YouTube video, so it's not,
Of course, yeah.
Impressive. Even so,
it's misleading, isn't it? It's like, here's The Last of Us 2, and there's The Last of Us 2 on the PS5 Pro, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it looks great. I guess
Joel got an extra wrinkle on his face. I don't know, but again, I'm not going to hate on it too much because there's an audience for it, and Sony know that, and they're going to sell a ton of these things regardless of what anybody thinks, because there is that hardcore fan base there that are going to buy it, and that's okay. But I don't feel like it's necessary. I don't think that Spider-Man 2. I don't know how it could look any better.
Yeah, it's not for me, but I'd say people there's an audience for it. So
sure.
Yeah, I was looking at the the anniversary PS5 Pro bundle they announced, because they made like 12 of them for some reason.
Yeah, and they're numbered as well. Don't forget. So
yeah, of course. The only reason I wanted that was for the the novelty of it. It's a collector's item. But unfortunately, I wasn't lucky enough to get one of those. But today I was able to pre-order the slim version, which got released at retailers today. I can't get one from Argos. Thanks, Argos.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool. I'll trade in my old PS5 and I'll buy a disc drive for the slim.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's cool. I still got my nice grey PS1 style PS5.
Yeah, the 30th anniversary stuff is beautiful. It really, really is. I only want the controller. Again, you know, I'm not unhappy with my current PlayStation 5. I play it almost every day, and I'm very happy with it. I've had no issues with it whatsoever during the entire time of me having it. So, yeah, and I'll continue to play it until there's a significant drop in price for the PS5 Pro, which I think is a long way away just yet.
Yeah, I might
That's cool that you got the 30th anniversary Slim though.
Yeah, it's all out pretty quick. I was up, quite early with refreshing pages, waiting for it to show up on. I had like Argos and Amazon and Curry's up. It's like I'll be on one of them. You can tell, but actually, I was like, oh yeah, get it, great.
No, that's good. I'm glad you got one. I love the box that it comes in. That it's designed like the PlayStation 1 box. I love all that, and I think PlayStation is so good at stuff like that. They understand how to. They understand. They just get it. They get us gamers who are down for nostalgia.
Yeah, I like the USB cable. It looks like the.
Yes, I absolutely love that. Can you buy that separately, or is that just Can you get it, or does it come with the controller, or does it only come with the console?
I'm not entirely sure. It might come with the controller, but I'm not 100%.
That was such a cool thing for me. When I saw it, I was like, "Oh man, that's really cool."
Yeah, same.
It's something so very simple as well, but it just looks fantastic, and it's like, that's how they get us.
Yeah, it really is. Even like the basic things like the cable ties, which had the symbols of the controllers on there. It's like even something as simple as that makes me like, I've got to get it now. No, I have to get
it. Yeah, but it's really cool, and I love all that stuff, and I've loved PlayStation throughout my years of gaming. It wasn't my first console. Obviously, I'm older than that. Mega Drive was my first console, but yeah, I've grown up playing PlayStation from PlayStation 1 all the way up to now, and yeah. We love you, PlayStation, but I just don't love mid-generation upgrades. It's just, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. It's totally fine. Speaking of, what do you think to all these remasters and remakes that we've got going on at the minute? They just seem to be everywhere.
Yeah,
everything's got a remake and a remaster.
Some things are great. Some things need the remasters, like classics like Silent Hill 2. You can go back and play the old ones, but it's still playable, but it's still pretty primitive. If you're used to the new games, the PS4, PS5 games, you can go back to that and feel like tank controls and be like, this is unplayable. What's going on? Why can't I control it? So having something like Silent Hill 2 remake is great because it has modern controls. It looks fantastic. So that's great. But remastering stuff like Horizon Zero Dawn, which is a PS4 game, so I can play it on my PS5, which has a PS5 patch to make it run better and smoother. Why do we have this? I don't need this. I don't want this.
I'll tell you why we have this. Because people will buy it.
Yeah, people. Yeah.
When I saw that one, I was like, it feels very unnecessary but I know that I'll play it because I like that game, and that's how they get you. It was pointed out to us earlier on, and that Nintendo do it all the time, and they do.
It's very true.
They do. They've been doing it for years, and they'll continue to do it. Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart has been the same Mario Kart for forever, pretty much.
Basically.
But there's on the Switch currently, the Mario Kart that's on the Switch was on the Wii U.
Yeah.
And then even other stuff. You've got Luigi's Mansion 2,
the 3DS game. Yeah.
Which is a 3DS game, and they just brought that out on Switch. But they've also brought Luigi's Mansion HD out on Switch as well, or it's coming.
And also Donkey Kong Country Returns, which is a Wii game. Even though they brought out the Wii U game, which is the sequel to that was like an early Switch game, but now we've got the Wii game. Right at the end of the life cycle. Nintendo. And they just go to like, what can we release now? Donkey Kong, right? Okay, let's get that one.
It's like, where's Wind Waker? You know, if you're going to do it, where's Wind Waker on the Switch?
Where's Wind Waker, Twilight Princess? Come on, you got on the Wii U. People will
what
buy.
are you doing?
I will buy them.
Yeah, I'll play them for sure. But
Yeah.
but here's Mario Sunshine and Super Mario Galaxy 1, not 2.
Just one.
And Super Mario, yeah, just one. You don't get 2. And Super Mario 64 as well.
You like this?
But you can play Super Mario 64 on Nintendo Switch Online if you want to. But no. Please buy this trilogy that will be on sale for about a week, and then it'll cost stupid money. You only get Mario Galaxy 1, okay? You're just not having 2. But why can't we? No. Just 1, okay? Don't even ask for 2, because we do things our way. We're Nintendo. You don't get Super Mario Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
Stop asking.
If you want Galaxy 2, you have to wait for the next bundle of games, which will release on the Switch 2 in 5 years. And then we'll give you Galaxy 2. But not 1, only 2.
Only 2, yeah. If you want 1, you'll have to play it on your Switch. Your first Switch.
Yeah.
Because Nintendo are going to Nintendo.
Yeah. That's how they work.
But it's like there's so many remakes now. You know, obviously the Last of Us Part 2 was an unnecessary one.
Yeah. Until Dawn came out.
Oh, that's the worst one for me. You know, but what was worse about it is the fact that it's a full price game and it's actually supposed to be worse.
Great.
So the first one runs at 60 frames per second.
Yeah.
This one runs at 30. Some of the music's changed.
Yeah.
You know, they're still using the same mocap, so nothing's changed there.
What are they doing?
For me, I saw this and I was like, when they showed the trailer for it, I was like, this looks the same. This doesn't look better. It just looks the same. But then I saw the other day that it runs at 30, and you're like, okay, I don't care that it runs at 30, but why does it run at 30?
Yeah, how do they make it worse?
Yeah, this is another problem with, why I don't think we should be having mid-gen upgrades, because why, the 4K 60 was the big thing promised with these consoles. That was the big thing. We were going to move away from what the PS4 could do into this new generation of gaming where you could, have 4K 60 frames per second, and that's the frame rate really matters. Yet most games don't run at 60 frames per second, and if they do, they're running at either 1080p or just a little bit less than 4K, or they're choppy. Or why are they not getting it right in the first place before they warrant doing all this? I don't know. It's just crazy to me.
Yeah, I don't get it.
The one remake that does excite me is the God of War Greek games.
Yeah. So is that like every older game?
All of them, yeah.
God of War games? Wow.
So 1, 2, 3, the 2 that are on the PSP, and God of War Ascension.
That's bloody cool.
That's awesome, because those games are amazing. I mean, God of War 3 is one of my favorite games of all time anyway. And I know we've already had a remastered version of it. So I can't imagine it's going to look too different to that. But
yeah.
Hey, I'll play those games. But again, this is where they get you, because I will play those games again. I could play those games now if I wanted to.
But the thing is, they're old enough to run it. God of War 1 and 2, and PS2 games. Essentially, I know we did get on PS3, but you can't play PS3 games on your PS5. So it makes sense. And if you're going to bundle in, you're going to have those, so you might as well have the PSP games. You might as well put 3 on there. So it's like,
yeah. And Ascension was right at the back end of the PS3 as well. So I think, quite a few people would have missed it, and it's never seen the light of day again. And it is good. It's not God of War 3 good, but it's good. So to be able to play that again, and the PSP ones, obviously they got a re-release on PS3 as well.
Yeah.
And those are great games as well also. So those 6 games that are going to come in this ridiculous God of War collection that's going to come out at some point, I'm super excited for it. But again, this is where they get you. There's just so many remakes and remasters and everything coming out now. It's nuts. Some good, some not good.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like Metal Gear Solid 3 looks good.
Looks great. Fantastic, yeah. Metal Gear Solid Triangle.
Yes. Metal Gear Solid Triangle. I'm excited for it. It looks amazing. It really does. But that one feels like a necessary remake. That's good.
Because the game's old enough to, again, warrant it. So,
Yeah.
PS2.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
The PS2 version isn't even terrible. Obviously, it's part of the Metal Gear Solid trilogy the collection that they brought out recently, and it still plays great there. But I'll play it because it's remade. It's not just reskinned.
Yeah.
It's not just been like, oh yeah, we've up-resed it.
I'm pretty sure that's just the PS3 version as well that they've put on the PS4 disc.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
But it's Konami.
Sure, yeah, Konami, yeah, but
it's just that's new for the PS4. 3, 4.
I need Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah, that'll be in Volume 2. It'll be 4. I guess 5 again.
Peace Walker.
Peace Walker 4 and maybe the PSP ones. I don't know.
What were the PSP ones? Were they like turn-based ones, right?
There were a couple. The Metal Gear Acid games, and then there's friggin' whatever it's called, the prequel to 5. No, that's Ground Zeroes. But there's another
Ground
one.
Zeroes, yeah.
Peace Walker did a PSP one, I think.
Yeah, Peace Walker was on the PSP as well, wasn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, just whack them all on there. Who cares?
Yeah, but I'm all for them bringing out games that you can't play on the newer consoles.
Yeah, makes sense.
If you can't play it, then bring it out. That's fine. But yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn, that's a weird one, but I'll play it. But that is how they get you. The Last of Us Part 2, unnecessary, but I played it.
It's fair. You've got the Sonic games releasing every 5.
Yeah.
And they still
in amongst all these re-releases, you do get some new games. Some.
Yeah. Every now and then.
Yeah. But the Sonic one looks really good.
Yeah.
Generations looks great.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And they're adding new stuff to it as well with the Shadow stuff. So
that's it, because the Shadow stuff is supposed to be as long as the Sonic stuff, right? So that's good. That feels to me like a worthy upgrade. That game is fantastic anyway, by the way, Sonic Generations. But with the Shadow campaign being as long as the original game, that's a whole new game. So you can warrant it. It's fine.
Yeah. Shadow the Hedgehog. Great stuff.
Have you watched those movies, by the way?
I've not. I need to.
Oh, you suck. They're really good.
Yeah, I'll watch them. Then because the third one comes out soon, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's a Knuckles spin-off series as well, which is also cool. So.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll check them out. I'll do my homework.
Yes, that can be your Games and Graps homework for the week.
Cool, I'll do that.
Cool, yeah. Yeah. So we've said our piece on the PS5 Pro and how we feel about mid-gen upgrades. Finn secretly wanted one. He was just salty that he couldn't get the 30th anniversary one.
Yeah, no. Great, but I couldn't say that. I don't care. I thought about it. I just thought I still play all games, and I'm perfectly happy with the whole games. And I don't graphics and everything, all that always comes second to me. Unless the game's fun, I don't care. So like you at the PS4 Pro, looking back, as you said, I can't think of any point I was like, yeah, this is so much better, and with the Pro than it was on PS4. It was just like the same, really.
Yeah, the only difference was that it didn't sound like it was going to take off.
Well, mine did after a while.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah. But yeah, I'm with you. It is what it is now, especially when games aren't up to the standard originally promised anyway. So what's the point in paying extra money for something that's still going to under-deliver?
Yeah.
Well, and it will under-deliver as well, because these games aren't all going to meet expectation of 4K 60 frames per second. I just don't see it. No. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that anybody who shells out the money for a PlayStation 5 Pro gets their money's worth and everything is as it is advertised. Yeah. But I don't think it will be. There'll be some games that will, of course, those ones that they've shown. But I it will just fall into that cycle again of here's 4K 30 or 60 frames and
Yeah. The thing is, with 8K and like 120 FPS, When you're playing games at 120 FPS, I really can't tell the difference between that and 60. Like, if I look closely and I flick between them, I was like, okay, I guess when the movements are quite a bit smoother. But if I'm not looking for it, like, I'd never know. And the same with like 8K and 4K. Like, we're at the point now where it's like it's diminishing returns. It's like, sure, it's slightly better, but it's not like the jump from standard definition to high definition, or from high definition to 4K. It's like every jump it gets, the benefits lower and lower.
Yes,
and
absolutely, yeah.
We're at the point now where it's just like it's not really worth, 60 FPS is perfectly fine. You don't really need more than that. Same with the 4K, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So yeah, the next generation is going to be interesting because like no one's got an 8K TV. No one's probably going to bother with an 8K TV because that's the point. 60 FPS is fine. So it's like, where can we go from here? What's next?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, that's just it. What is next? And I don't know. Right now, I'm happy where. To be honest, I was happy where we were on the PS4.
It's true. Yeah, the PS5.
I was happy where we were on. I was happy where we were on the PS3.
Yeah, the PS5 feels like it came out last year. It's like, how has it already been like for how many years?
Yeah,
man,
it's crazy. It's crazy. But again, there's that whole thing of time flies.
Yeah, it really does, especially when you get older.
Let me tell you the most pointless remaster. It's not Until Dawn.
Okay,
that's it's a very close second. Lego Harry Potter.
Oh yeah,
they've just brought out a PS5 native version of that. Why?
Yeah, that's weird.
Oh, there's more detail in Harry Potter's Lego glasses. Good, good for them. What are you doing? Why is that necessary?
Yeah, the thing is with licensed games like that, people will buy them. They'll be like the big Harry Potter nerds. Like, oh, I've got to get the Harry Potter game I've played twice already. I got to get the trophies or whatever.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But again, it gets people, doesn't it? You're right. Yeah. It does. It gets people. So we can moan about it till the cows come home. But I'm guilty for buying these games and playing them.
Yeah,
and I'll still be guilty of buying these games and playing them in years to come, and that's fine.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
video games, baby.
Video games. And let's talk about the video games that are coming out in October. We're in October now. We are aware of this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the flat screen games that are coming out. But, this channel that we're currently on is very VR heavy. So we're going to go through the VR games that are coming out this month as well.
Yes. Cool. So I'll pass through the biggest games of the month.
Yeah.
So we mentioned the Until Dawn remaster, which is kind of pointless.
Must buy. 100% must buy. 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Well, Silent Hill 2, which is fantastic.
Yep.
We had the Starfield Shattered Space DLC, which isn't good, apparently.
I've actually been back on Starfield. I forgot to mention it, but I have been back on Starfield just to sort of get reacquainted with the controls and stuff again. And I've actually been really enjoying it. Again, this is another game that performs just like absolute crap. It's added a 60 FPS patch, but it's only good if you've got variable refresh rate on your monitor or TV.
Right.
Hey, get it right in the first place.
Yeah, come on.
All right. But the version, I didn't even realize that I had the DLC already. I wasn't going to pay money for it, but I have it. I already had it. So, I've stumbled across it by accident whilst playing the game, but didn't want to sort of start it until I finished the main story. So I'll go back to it. I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah.
I like Starfield. It's good.
It's fine. It's Fallout Space Edition, but worse.
Yeah, that's yeah. Okay, I can. Yeah. That's fair. Totally fair, actually.
What else we got? We got Metaphor Refantasio, which is made by the Persona guys. It's basically
supposed to be amazing.
Yeah, it's Persona, but like medieval. Looks really cool. Got a new Dragon Ball game, Dragon Ball Sparking 0. It's Dragon Sparking with an exclamation mark after it, and then 0.
It looks like every other Dragon Ball game. I don't understand. What am I missing? I must be missing something here. They're like fighting in the sky or something.
Yeah, so on the PS2, there was a trilogy of Dragon Ball games called the Budokai Tenkaichi series, and then they remastered it on PS3.
Of
And this
course,
is the first sequel to the Budokai games in many, many years.
Okay.
Excited for it.
You're excited for it?
Not so much. I did play the original
Oh.
3. I'm pretty sure I got the platinum in them on the PS2 versions. I don't remember much about it, but
That's so dorky. I need you to know that.
yeah, oh yeah, extremely dorky. I'd fully, admit it at being dorky. But right now there are so many games. I just don't have time for it. I'm all Dragon Balled out for one lifetime.
Fair enough.
I mean, it's always great.
Fair
it looks
enough.
really good, and I'm sure if I did play it, I'd love it. But I have other priorities right now.
Sure.
Yeah. What else? What else? It is a busy month.
It is. It's a stupidly busy month.
Got
Because
the new-
hey, let's everyone release games all at the same time.
yeah, we've got the new Super Mario Party Jamboree on the Switch, which looks really good.
Yep.
I love me some Mario Party.
Yeah, I'd be tempted to. I mean, the Switch has been pretty much in retirement recently because just other stuff to play. But there is a bunch of Switch games that I do want to play actually. So that is one of them.
Yeah, that looks really good. I love Mario Party.
Mm.
Squirrel with a Gun is a game.
Oh yeah,
it's out on PC already. It's been out for a while. It's coming to console. It's actually getting a physical release as well. Weirdly, I might actually get it. It looks
nice. Everything should get a physical release. Quit messing around with that because physical media is so important. You know, I always buy digital, but now I'm like, you know, with this whole having to buy a disc drive crap, you know, why are we doing this?
Yeah, like you mentioned earlier, like Little Big Planet 3 is getting delisted, which means you can't buy the game anymore unless you have a disc. And there's like stuff like that, is going to get delisted. Like,
but these things happen, and then the prices of these games rocket up. So, for example, if you Little Big Planet 3 getting delisted, eventually the price of that's going to skyrocket. I've got games on the 360 that obviously the 360 store doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah,
and I've got stuff on the 360 that is now there's even an Xbox 360 rarity section on CEX.
Yeah, makes it feel old.
It's crazy. It's like, Lollipop Chainsaw. They've just brought that out again. That's another one that's just been remastered, repopped.
I like that game. It's
good. Yeah,
crazy and really good.
It's so out of date as well. Like, it's questionable in 2024. But I played it and I was like, hell yeah, dude. This is exactly where I'm at in life.
Yeah, same.
Like Dead Rising has just had a remake as well, which is supposed to be really good actually, but crazy. Anyway, yeah.
Everything gets a remake.
Everything gets a remake. Everything. Remake Here Comes the Pain. Fuck licenses.
Oh yeah, do it. You cowards.
Yeah, wimps.
What else we got? I mentioned Sonic X Shadow Generations earlier. That's coming end of the month.
Nice. Yeah, looking forward to that. That'd be good.
Oh yeah.
Have you pre-ordered some sort of fancy Sonic statue edition or something?
No, just a regular version. And it's like a one on limited run games which you can get, but it's very expensive. It's not worth it.
Okay.
Yes, is that Life is Strange Double Exposure? I think.
Yeah.
It's coming out in 5 days apparently.
Yep, that's real soon. That's Max Caulfield again, isn't it? Which will be cool.
I believe so.
I love the first one. I absolutely love the first one.
Yeah, I like the first one. I played the last one on Game Pass, which is really good. So yeah, I'll play this. If it comes on Game Pass, I'll give it a play.
Yeah.
I'll play that one I'm going to buy, but if it's on, it's on PlayStation Plus or Game Pass, I'll give it a play.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, that's that. We mentioned the Dead Rising remaster. That's getting a physical release soon.
Good. Okay.
I mentioned the Horizon Zero Dawn remaster. That comes out in the month. Another remaster, Shadows of the Damned, Hella Remastered. It's called. It's made by the same guys who did Lollipop Chainsaw.
Okay.
Also completely.
They're all about their remakes.
Yeah. It's another game that's completely insane, but it's great. I love it. I love it. Kind of
cool.
Fair. And yeah, those are the biggest ones, I believe. Call of Duty, obviously, Black Ops,
Of course,
6,
yeah.
16, 17, 18, remastered.
Yeah, who knows where we're at with that now?
I've lost track.
Yeah.
I've completely lost on Call of Duty. Last one I played was Call of Duty 4, I'm pretty sure.
Right, okay. What, Modern Warfare?
Yeah. That's one everything after that, I'm like, I don't know. I think I might play Black Ops 1, maybe.
They all merge into one now.
Basically.
They're all the same. Like I have Call of Duty installed on my Xbox, and I still dip in every now and then. I only play multiplayer. I don't play the campaign because why? Why would you? I guess, but yeah, and I'll play multiplayer this time as well. It's just taking up a massive 360 gigabytes on my Series X.
That's insane. Like,
it's ridiculous.
Don't even try to compress it. It's like, yeah, screw it, just whack it along there.
Yeah, because it's basically a platform at this point. Call of Duty. It's not even. It's literally a platform. So you've got one Call of Duty. It even just took liberties and downloaded the Black Ops 6 beta onto my 360 because it was just, it's an update for Call of Duty. No, it's the new game, isn't it, you dicks? That's what it is. It's the beta. You want me to play it. And I did.
Was it good?
Because, hey, look, it's Call of Duty. It's the same every year.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay.
They can do all of the Call of Duty, like, deep dives that they want to do. All I'm going to do is play free-for-all, team deathmatch, and domination.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it's going to be the same as it always is.
Yeah.
So is it good? Yes, it is good. Is it Call of Duty? Yes, 100% it's Call of Duty.
It's Call of Duty out of 10.
It's Call of Duty out of 10, yeah. So it doesn't even matter what Metacritic says anymore. It's just Call of Duty out of 100 or whatever.
Basically.
Yeah, unrated Call of Duty is what it should just say.
Yeah. Fun times.
Yeah. Undisputed, the boxing game came out. Actually, that's really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. So it's like fight. Yeah. So sort of like Fight Night. It's made by Steel City Interactive. And this is their first ever game. It's like the first licensed boxing game in like 13 years. And it's good. It's not perfect, but it's good. Graphically, it's really, really good. But that's on PS5 and Xbox. And so I've been on PC for a while in beta. In beta pretty much. But yeah, it's good. I've been playing it for about a week, and I like it a lot.
Cool. Excellent.
It's filling a Fight Night sized hole.
Yeah. Fair play. Yeah, I think that's all the biggest games of the month. When it comes to fat games, how about VR games?
Well, VR's crazy this month. Like everyone's just bringing games out. So I mean, already this month we're on the 10th of October. So we've had Max Mustard has got a PSVR 2 release, which, by the way, is very, very good. It's if you liked Astrobot on PSVR, it's sort of like that. It will remind you of that. It's a platformer, so you control Max Mustard and hop and jump around. There's a video on this channel of the game, actually, if you wanted to have a look at it. But yeah, there's a few coming out this month actually that there is videos on this channel for if you wanted to have a look. But yeah, Max Mustard has got a PSVR 2 release and it's very, very good. You'll like it.
Oh yeah.
Metal Hellsinger VR, should I say Slinger? Is out on basically on PC VR and PSVR 2, and I think it's on Quest as well. I'm sure I've seen it on Quest. I'm pretty certain it's on Quest. Most Japanese name of all time: Mobile Suit Gundam Silver Phantom.
Nice.
What? Because the Japanese don't name games properly.
Yeah.
Mobile Suit Gundam Silver Phantom. You know.
Yeah. Or Gundam's a long-running like anime / I don't know, model building thing. It's been around forever.
Yeah, and that's okay. And I'm fine with that. But why is the game called all of them words?
It does feel like a lot of random words mixed out with dictionary and mashed together, doesn't it?
It does, yeah, for sure.
Gundam.
Yeah. Just call it Gundam VR. That's enough to sell it because that's it. That's the selling point, isn't it? Yeah. It's Gundam in VR.
Basically.
Not Mobile Suit Gundam Silver Phantom. What else? There's loads. It's crazy, actually. There's a bunch of horror stuff coming out because, Halloween. Just Dance VR coming to Quest on October the 15th.
Nice. I'm surprised it's taken this long for a Just Dance game to come to VR.
Me too. Yeah, me too. But are they even making a flat screen version anymore?
I think so.
I guess there's no. Is there even any peripherals? I guess you've got a PlayStation camera. There's no such thing as a Kinect anymore. So I guess it's not on Xbox. It could be on Switch, I suppose. But
yeah, I'm pretty sure they're still coming out. I don't think it comes out physically anymore. Or it's just like, I don't know. I don't even know. It's Russian.
No, I'm not sure. I mean, if it's on anything, it's on Switch, right?
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. Arizona Sunshine remake.
Nice. I've got that on my wish list on PlayStation.
Yeah, it's got an upgrade path as well. So if you own the original Arizona Sunshine, it'll cost you 10 quid to upgrade it.
Oh, nice. Bonus.
And I bought the original Arizona Sunshine very recently for fairly cheap.
Oh, cool.
So I'll just I mean, Arizona Sunshine 2 is absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to this because they're really good. They're really good games. So basically, it's going to be the same engine used for Arizona Sunshine 2 for this
Nice.
remake. So I'm all for it. I'm looking forward to playing that for sure.
Cool.
You got Maestro coming to Quest and PC VR this month. It's
Nice.
basically like a music game where you can be like an orchestra maestro, basically.
Cool.
Starship Troopers Continuum.
Right. Okay.
Okay, coming to Quest on October 17th and PSVR 2 on October the 31st.
Nice.
There's a flat screen Starship Troopers game coming out this month. I'm certain of that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My list here.
But yeah, this is the first and only Starship Troopers game. If you remember that film from the 90s.
Yeah.
This is basically you're going to be fighting off hordes of aliens, basically.
Cool.
And the dude who voice is Rico in the first Starship Troopers movie is in the game.
Cool. Yeah, Starship Troopers Extermination.
Yeah. I'm not sure why Starship Troopers now all of a sudden is having video games, but the VR one, I think the VR one will be pretty cool. It looks cool anyway.
Yeah. Cool.
But I'll probably have a look at that. The biggest one for me this month, and this is one of my most anticipated games of the year anyway, is Batman Arkham Shadow.
Nice. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Which is a Quest 3 exclusive.
Damn it.
And if you buy a Quest 3 now, you get Batman Arkham Shadow packaged in with it.
Nice.
It looks awesome. It looks so good. It looks like an actual full Arkham game. So I know obviously there's Arkham VR, which I still love to this day, by the way. That was on PC VR and PlayStation VR. My first VR experience, and I still love it now. I think it's awesome.
Yeah. Great.
But yeah, this is a fully fledged Batman Arkham game set, I think, before Batman Arkham Origins.
Wow.
Or just after Batman Arkham Origins. Either way, it's before Arkham Asylum, but it looks so good. I can't wait. It's like we're only a week or so away from it now, and I'm super excited to play it. It's going to be awesome.
Nice.
A game that I've played already, Dig VR.
Oh yeah, okay.
From Wired Productions is really good fun. It's made by the same people who did Arcade Paradise.
Oh yeah, I played that recently.
Yeah, and it's really cool. Again, there's a video on the channel for the early access version of Dig, and it's good fun. You're literally sitting in a digger, and you can you carry out various different tasks in said digger.
Yeah, so I watched that video.
Yeah, so that releases fully on October the 24th on Quest. Nice. No sign of a PSVR 2 release at the minute. Yeah. But one that is getting a PSVR 2 release and is absolutely awesome is Vendetta Forever.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Again, there's a video. I played the demo on this channel. It's so good, dude. Oh, my God. And it was a ridiculous workout. I took my headset off and I was sweating.
Nice.
You duck and dodge and oh my God, it's awesome. Duck, dip, dive and dodge. But it's from End Dreams. They make loads of cool games. They make Synapse.
Right. Yeah, I've got that installed on my PS.
They make a ton of games, and it's think Super Hot. That's that style of game. Stunning art style, really, really good, and well worth a look. So Vendetta Forever, October 24th, so the same day that Dig VR, and 2 days after Batman, which I mean, this is a nuts time to be bringing games out for sure.
That's cool.
Yeah, they're the big hitters for October. Frenzies is out now, I think, which is I think it's free to play.
Cool.
But that's like a multiplayer. Again, that's End Dreams as well.
Nice.
But there's a PlayStation VR 2 version of that coming out as well.
Sweet.
What else we got? Phasmophobia. Coming to PlayStation VR 2.
That's cool.
Soon.
Very cool.
It was delayed, but that's coming out this month. And that is pretty much it. But there's a lot coming out this month. If you're a flat screen gamer, or you're a VR gamer, or you're both like us, there's tons coming out. Loads to keep you occupied.
Yeah. Is Phasmophobia like co-op? Is that what I'm thinking of?
I don't know. Let me have a look.
I've been thinking of a different game because it's two with like very similar titles.
Yeah. Let me have a look at that.
What am I thinking of?
Sorry, let me just have a quick look. It might be that you're thinking of, to be fair. Released on PC over 4 years ago in early access. It's a VR horror game. Doesn't say.
Okay. I think I'm thinking of something else.
It's still cool. Either way, it's coming out this month. It's a peak time to bring horror games out because October.
Spooky month.
Spooky month, for sure. Yeah, so a lot of good stuff. What's your game of the month?
My game of the month. Oof. It's got to be Sonny Finn 2, really, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, Batman. What's coming.
Yeah. That makes sense. There's also Metaphor ReFantazio, which I'm sure I'll love because, Persona.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's supposed to be unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, the reviews have been crazy for it.
Yeah, I think it's in the 90s. It's on Metacritic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks crazy, but it's a good month for games. We are entering that season of nuts game releases.
Oh yeah, 'tis the season.
It is indeed the season. Yeah, but yeah, for me, I'm so excited for Batman Arkham Shadow. I just hope it's as good as it looks. Everyone that has had the chance to play it so far has had nothing but positive things to say about it. I just can't wait to get my hands on it and play it for myself because love me a Batman game and love me some VR. So, but yeah, I'll cover it on this channel anyway.
Cool. I look forward to it.
So there we go. That's the games that are coming out in October. Good stuff.
Yeah. Sweet. Right. Should we talk about wrestling?
Let's talk wrestling. Let's talk
the Graps.
Yeah.
What's happened in 7 months?
Yes.
The old man's gone. Finally.
Have you watched this documentary?
I've not, but I've seen everyone talking about it, and I think I've got the gist of it.
Yeah. There's not a lot that's a surprise in there for if you're a wrestling fan. If you're a non-wrestling fan, you'll be watching it with your mouth open.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is what it is. It's it just is what it is. I mean, there was some bits in there like where you're just absolutely pissing yourself laughing because of some of the stupid stuff that Vince did on TV. But then you remember that, this guy's actually a piece of human garbage. So it's really conflicting. Never want to see him again in wrestling ever.
Nah.
And for good reason. He's a piece of crap. But the weird thing is, you can't ever understate what he has done for pro wrestling over the years. If it wasn't for him, the wrestling wouldn't look like what it looks like now. Yeah. And me and Kay were having this conversation. It's like, what does it look like when he dies? What happens? Are tributes paid? Is there in loving memory of Vince McMahon to start Raw?
I think they'll have to do something like that. It's have to they'll do it and then just never mention it again. I think
You don't think you'll get 10 bell salute for Vince at the start of Raw,
Well,
NXT, and SmackDown that week?
It's hard to say. They've got to do something, surely.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Because it's so conflicting. He literally is the reason that wrestling is what it is now.
Yeah.
But at the same time, in the same breath,
Here's
you know, he sucks.
Yeah.
So it's a weird thing to think about. And
Yeah.
you know, Vince is old. He's 78 now, you know, so I'm not trying to kill him off by any stretch, but the time might not be that far away. And what happens?
Yeah. Who knows?
It's so intriguing. It really is. I mean, I think Vince McMahon is a very interesting character anyway, in terms of, you know, so when you listen to him, when you watch him speak, you can't help but watch him and listen to him because he's so interesting when he talks.
It's a very unique individual.
He's incredibly unique individual, you know. Yeah, it's very weird. I do recommend watching the documentary. It's pretty captivating, to be fair, but yeah, it's a very strange one. It's very intriguing as to see what's going to happen when he passes away.
Interesting. But since he's left WWE, the product has improved dramatically.
Yeah,
Insanely.
tenfold.
Yeah, it's good again. Hooray.
Yeah, it's actually you tuning into Raw every week thinking, oh, this is actually going to be good this week.
Yeah, and it is.
Yeah.
Although this past week, so from now until the start of the year when it goes to Netflix, Raw is going to be 2 hours. And it was a good show, but I saw an accurate description online which said it didn't feel like a 2 hour show. It felt like a 3 hour show crammed into 2 hours. Because the IC title match was very short and happened mostly during a commercial, which sucks because I want to see, Woods and Jay wrestle. You know, I wanted to see Woods have a title run or singles run in general for a long time now.
Yeah,
and it's finally getting it, and his match happens during the break, basically much.
Yeah, it sucks because it's obviously, you know, I would imagine they're being restricted by USA here in a time slot that's available or whatever. But what they need to do is not fall into that trap of trying to cram 3 hours into 2 hours because it will not work. And you know, just even if you don't have to have everything on there. You know, you could have just had the 2 matches. You could have had the World Heavyweight title match and the IC title match, and that is enough. And you can have segments, to build up for stuff that can be on next week's Raw. You haven't got to rush it in one show because, you know they're in the art of storytelling. They know what they're doing for the most part. So, you know, just have the 2 matches. That's enough for wrestling fans to tune in. Have segments to build, and then advertise your show for next week. Oh, this is what's happening next week. You know, you don't need to rush things. You just don't need to. The TV time's there. You don't need to just rush through things because you've not got much time.
Yeah, because the matches they had were good. With that, the Donnybrook match, which was also what I would have made that a bit shorter and the IT time a bit longer, just to even it out a bit. But they were all good matches. The main event was really good with Gunther and Sammy.
Yeah, for sure. But you know that the Donnybrook match that could have been on next week's Raw. That could have been main event of next week's Raw.
Yeah, exactly. And you know there was only 1 women's match, and it was an 8 women's tag match, which didn't really mean anything.
Yeah, and descended into absolute chaos, and was just a bit like, we feel like we've got to do this. So here's everyone. You just don't need to do it. You know what I mean? You can, if the wrestling's good, then it doesn't matter how many matches there are.
Yeah, exactly.
The pay-per-views lead by example with that. There's, you know, WWE pay-per-views now, PLEs or whatever, they're only 5 matches long. And that's enough because it gives everything time to breathe. And you see people online complaining about just having 5 matches. And it's like, well, yeah, but the quality of matches is better. That was one of your big complaints before, that the quality of matches wasn't there. But now the quality of matches is there, but now you're not happy because there's not as many matches. So what do you want? Do you want 5-hour pay-per-views, or do you want good quality pay-per-views?
Yeah. People are never happy.
No, but you're right. People are never happy. But I don't think they'll make this mistake again because they would have seen what has been said, and they are very aware these days, as opposed to ignorant when Vince was around.
Yeah.
So, I don't think they'll make that mistake next week. They get it right with SmackDown. SmackDown's obviously a 2-hour show and has been for forever, and they get it right with SmackDown. I think just that initial shell shock of Raw not having that additional hour to play with did them over a little bit this week, but I don't think they'll make that mistake again.
Yeah, hopefully. What do you think of Joe Tessitore as the new announcer?
Well, I like Joe Tessitore, but I've liked Joe Tessitore for a long time because Joe Tessitore, I don't know if you know this or not or remember, but he's actually the commentator for the Odd Fight Night games.
Oh yeah. I knew I recognized his voice from something. Was he in NHL guy as well, or was that someone else?
He may very well have been. I think he's covered a wide. He's very much a sports guy, and he's very much an American sports broadcaster.
Yeah,
but
no,
I like him. Again, you see people giving him crap online, but what do people want?
Yeah, it was like his first week. It's like, oh, it's rubbish. Blah, blah. It was like, it's been 1 week. Give him
he didn't call the moves. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, but Joe Tessitore's a lifelong WWE fan. WWE moving in a very much a different direction these days, especially now we're going to Netflix and all the rest of it. They want a style of presentation, and Joe Tessitore will bring that experienced sports broadcasting style, which I personally really like.
Yeah.
It's like with Mauro, when Mauro Ranallo was, one of the lead commentators for WWE, and he brought a different style, and obviously it didn't sit very well with Vince, and that's why, whatever. But yeah, Joe Tessitore I really like, and when I saw that he was announced as the lead announcer for Raw, I thought, yeah, this is really great because I think him and Wade Barrett work really well together. He's only been there a few weeks, so people really need to give him a chance. But he'll get there properly. You've got to bed in. It's not something that job is so difficult, and it's difficult for so many reasons. Because it's difficult because there's so much going on all the time, and storylines are changing all the time. There are so many people that you need to remember names and moves for, and everything like that. Not only that, it's difficult because you're going to get crap from all corners of the internet for different reasons. So you just have to be thick-skinned and push your way through it, and he'll be absolutely fine. He will be fine. I like him.
Yeah, I like him a lot too. After the first week was a bit dodgy, but again, it's his first day, and ever since then, I've really liked him, and he's been getting better every week. He sounds great. He's a very unique voice. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. I like him.
And you can tell he's actually he cares about wrestling. He knows what he's talking about for the most part.
And that's so important, I think. They brought guys, and I saw people comparing him to Mike Adamle and all that sort of stuff. It's like, I don't know, they brought somebody in here who actually cares about pro wrestling. Yeah. He's been a pro wrestling fan his whole life. He's been a WWE fan his whole life. So he understands the product. But wrestling isn't the same as boxing. So it takes time to adjust. You're going from calling, and I hate saying this, but real sports to
exactly, yeah,
to calling predetermined pro wrestling, and it's very different because with pro wrestling you're having to tell the stories, you're having to sell these people that are on the screen and what they're doing and why they're doing it, and you have to be a storyteller. Whereas in boxing or MMA or whatever, you're literally having to call the action because you don't know how long that fight's going to go. That fight could be over in 25 seconds, could be over in less than that.
Yeah.
So you're having to it going from normal sports to pro wrestling has got to be very, very difficult. And the fact that he's come in and he's trying and that's good enough for me. He'll be good. I like him. I think he's got a great voice. And he'll be just fine. The nerds need to calm down.
Yeah, calm down. No, I'll be like him as well. Yeah. So that's been Raw. I'm enjoying it a lot. What do you think of the New Day heel, or Xavier Woods heel turn.
It's going to happen, right? It's going to happen properly.
Yeah, I think so. I think one of the two things are going to happen because their anniversary is coming up soon.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine going to have a big celebration, and I think Big E's going to be there. And either Big E will help bring it back together and be the power of positivity, brings, overcomes all and friendship, all of that.
Yeah.
Or what I think's going to happen, and what I hope's going to happen, is Xavier Woods turns on him, maybe knocks out Kofi Kingston, attacks Big E, maybe puts a chair around Big E's head and hits him with an elbow drop, and Big E's laying there. Oh my god, he broke Big E's neck or whatever.
Yeah.
Woods goes off looking all tough.
Yeah, and I think that's a great shout. I really do think that's a great shout. And I'm all for it as well. The New Day thing's run its course, especially now that Big E's not around full time as well.
Yeah.
And I think Woods has got all the personality in the world to carry a solo run anyway. My worry is what happens to Kofi. I mean, we'll get a Kofi Woods feud and that'll last a little while.
Oh.
But it's what happens to Kofi after that I worry for, because I feel like that time has passed a little.
Go to.
I like Kofi.
Yeah, I like Kofi a lot. I like the New Day in general a lot. But I think it's time to move on. It's been a long time.
Yeah, for sure.
They can do at this point.
Yeah.
But I can see after that maybe Kofi goes to SmackDown, starts fighting for the US Championship, something like that.
Okay, yeah, I could deal with that. Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted Woods to have a decent singles run for a while now, because it feels like every time something starts, something happens. Like at the King of the Ring, had that little run for a while, and he got injured.
Yeah.
And then when he came back, he's back being a tag team with the New Day. But yeah, he deserves something. I watch him all the time on Up, Down, Down. He's a great guy.
Yeah, he's a really likable guy.
Yeah, I want him to succeed.
Yes, me too. And I think he will. I'm glad they're taking their time with it. They're really building it up. It's like, will it happen? Won't it happen? And I think it will happen. But I think that's a really great shout, what you said about the anniversary and him attacking, Big E potentially. And Kofi.
I think that'd be cool. So yeah, that's that. What else has been happening on? Well, how about the Wyatt 6?
I like it. I don't really know where it all goes at the minute.
I like it a lot. I always like Bray Wyatt and all the spooky stuff surrounding that. I like all the guys in the faction. You got Bo Dallas, what's the good guy? Joe Gacy. Joe Gacy's great. Dexter Lumis is great. Nikki Cross. Eric Rowan.
I think I like that they're wrestling. I like that it's not just a segment type thing. I like that even Bo Dallas is getting in the ring as well and doing stuff as Uncle Howdy. I like that a lot. I like it. I like that they're targeting people.
Yep.
Seemingly targeting the Miz this week.
Yep.
But I think what we see potentially is building towards Karrion Kross's team of people against the Wyatt Six at a pay-per-view at some point, which is cool. Yeah, I'd be fully into that. I think Karrion Kross and what are they called? Yes, I think I like the idea of that a lot. I just think people are very not massively into Karrion Kross.
Yeah, it's a shame. I like Karrion a lot.
I do as well. I've never really understood why people don't. And I think some of his promo work recently, since he's been leading the faction, has been very, very good.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see that do well. And what I'm glad that they're doing is persisting with it and not just being like, people ain't having it. Just get rid, which would have happened before, for sure. But the fact that they're persisting with it and, trying new things with it and keeping, not just rushing it. Not rushing it is so important. Let things breathe. Let the Wyatt Six feud breathe. And I like the Wyatt Six a lot. I think it's cool. I just, eventually you would imagine they'll have tag team title runs and that sort of thing as well. I don't think they'll just be I want to see them dominate. I don't want to see them because the Fiends used to lose a lot, which used to annoy the life out of me because they portrayed him as this like all powerful, scary character. Then he just lose the match, and it's like, oh well, that's crap.
Yeah,
That's really crap. And I want the White Six to just really dominate for a little while.
Yeah, I just love the whole presentation of it.
Do you think Alexa comes back and joins them, or
I don't know. I'm not sure what. No, Alexa's her or what, but
she has been, but she's coming back.
Yeah, I don't know. Hard to say. Because it'd be weird if she was coming to Raw and she wasn't part of it. It'd be a bit weird because she's such a big part of the Fiend, the storyline. But if she went to SmackDown and they just kind of didn't mention it, it'd probably be fine.
Yeah, I feel like they have to mention it. I feel like they have to at least bring some form of closure to it at the very least.
Yeah, I think so.
But she could run it alongside Uncle Howdy, and I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be very, very cool. I think that'd be a cool thing for Alexa because I know that she really loved playing that character.
Yeah.
So I think that'd be really great if they did bring her back as that. But at the same time, it's not against possibility that they do just send her to SmackDown and it's ignored. But I feel like the paths have got to cross eventually anyway. So my hope is that they bring it back, even if they just bring it back to gain some form of closure.
Yeah, I think so too. Yes. So SmackDown, new bloodline. Roman's back. What's your thoughts on the new bloodline?
Well, I like Solo. I've always liked Solo, and I think he's doing a good job leading the bloodline. I like Tangaloa and I like Tamatonga. Tangaloa is unintentionally funny, but
yeah,
I like them as a tag team, and I think Jacob Fatu is phenomenal. I've been a fan of Jacob Fatu for a while. Even when I was watching sort of MLW and he was there having really great feuds with Hammerstone.
Wow.
I thought he was good then. So yeah, I'm fully into it. It's going to be very interesting because obviously we're going to build up to War Games now because obviously Survivor Series is next month.
War
Games. But surely now that Regal's back and allowed to be on TV, they're going to have him do it, right?
I hope so.
I hope so too.
I think Jacob Fatu for sure is the big star coming out of this whole thing.
Oh God, yeah, for sure. He's come in and he's just like everyone's had to like take notice because Solo's the leader, but you have to believe that Jacob Fatu is going to be the one that really comes out of this shining.
Yeah, I love you, Solo.
Yeah,
I love you. Great.
But eventually he's going to go nuts and turn on everyone.
Oh yeah, probably.
So War Games is confusing me a little bit because obviously The Rock came out at the end of Bad Blood.
He did.
Does he team with Solo and that side against Roman, Cody?
Yeah, I don't know. Or Jimmy came back.
Jimmy Uso,
Roman. Jimmy.
Do you factor Jay into this, or what? I have no idea because Jay's having a great run on Raw at the minute. So do you disrupt that and bring him into this, or I honestly don't know. It's so weird because one team picks itself because they're a team, and then you would just add The Rock to that because then that adds that additional star power to that side of things.
Yeah.
And then, you have Roman and Cody and Jimmy, but then you need two more people. So do you have, I know I think they've signed Hikuleo.
Oh,
WWE.
yeah.
So,
Jesus.
I don't know where he factors in. Does he, do they bring him in even before War Games? Do they bring him in during War Games? I have no idea. Do they, I just don't know because logic would suggest you have Sami Zayn and Jey Uso join that War Games team.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I don't see any sign of it.
Yeah.
Unless I'm missing something, but I don't think that I am. And so I honestly don't know. I don't know whether I don't know how it all pans out. Like I said, one team picks itself. You got the Rock, Solo, Jacob Fatu, and the Gorillas of Destiny.
Yeah. Also, this is what I was trying to think of earlier. I forgot about it. There's Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes things going on.
Oh, of course, yeah, that was great. Actually, by the way, the way that they did that, I thought was awesome.
Yeah, that's very, very cool, very unique. Having it happen off screen and relying on footage to show it.
Yeah, I thought that was really, really good. Very, very unique. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh, don't talk about it on TV. It's being handled,
Yeah.
Stage, and I was supposed to talk about it.
Yeah, they did a great job of that on Raw this week as well, actually. Like, when Wade Barrett tried to talk about it and Joe Tessitore sort of cut him off and was like, hey, look, come on.
Yeah, that was cool. But yeah, so maybe Cody doesn't get involved. Maybe he's, having a feud with Kevin Owens. So someone else in there. I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of time up until Survivor Series. Obviously, we've got Saudi Mania before that.
Yeah,
in a few weeks. So
they showed off. Jesus
That's
Christ.
awful. God Almighty, it's terrible. Jesus, this got to be the worst title in history of titles. It's so bad.
Like a lot of them have the 24/7 title.
Same colors.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Awful. Jesus Christ, awful. I like the idea of it.
Yeah.
As long as we only see it once a year, I don't care.
Yeah, true. It's like the Saudi, whoever's in charge of the Saudi, like the Saudi prince or whatever. Like, we need to have the biggest, shiniest title ever. Here's all the money in the world. Gonna make us the biggest title.
Yeah, if you've got all the money in the world, you make something way better than that.
Yeah. I guess WWE were just like, fine, okay, here's a belt. You can have that.
Why? It's like when they had the greatest Royal Rumble championship belt.
Yeah.
Why do they want their own championship so bad?
It's weird. And Braun Strowman's like a 2000-day champion at this point.
Yeah.
Only champion in the WWE ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, very strange. What else happened? CM Punk is back. Don't even know.
He is. No, I didn't notice, but yeah, he's back.
He's having this great feud with Drew McIntyre. Great Hell in a Cell match and a Bad Blood.
Fantastic. Great feud. Really great feud. Both guys did really awesome stuff, both on the mic and in the ring. You see all that stuff about like, oh, CM Punk's crap. He's not, is he? Let's be fair here. And the Hell in a Cell match was amazing. Perfect way to round off that feud. Now both men can sort of go off and do other stuff now. It looks like CM Punk's going to feud with Seth Rollins after Seth Rollins is finished with Bronson Reed. So Punk will go away for a little while, and then he'll feud with Rollins. That was obviously the original plan for Mania this year, wasn't it? Potentially.
Yeah.
One of. But Punk was hurt, of course. So yeah, what McIntyre does next, I've no idea.
Yeah,
I don't know, but yeah, both men will take a little time off, and that's fine. They're not, there's enough people on TV, especially while Raw's only 2 hours at the minute. You don't need to cram everyone into TV because it'll just make everything a mess. But yeah, I really enjoyed Punk and McIntyre. I thought it was very, very good and very well done. And yeah, it was perfect. Perfect length for a feud, 3 pay-per-views.
Yeah, no, it's
3 pay-per-view matches. It's great. Really, really good.
Yeah, the storytelling was really good as well.
Yeah, perfect. It was just so good. It was just done to perfection. That's the best thing that has been in WWE recently, I think.
Yeah. How do you feel about the more mature stuff that's going on, like bleeding and swear words being said?
Well, I'm okay with it as long as it's not overkill. It doesn't need to be overkill. It doesn't need to be every week. It doesn't, it becomes less shocking if it happens all the time.
Yeah.
And AEW have been criminal for that. Just the running joke of Moxley bleeding and all the rest of it. But, AEW have been pretty overkill for that in the past. And I just don't think it has the same impact if you keep doing it. So if it's every now and then, that's okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be every week. Everyone thinks that WWE going to Netflix is going to cause some big tidal wave of just everyone dropping F-bombs and bleeding crazy every week. And it won't be.
No,
it won't be at all because you still got sponsors to deal with. Yes, you're less restricted by TV when you're on Netflix. You can basically do whatever you want. But I think they'll still carry on doing what they're doing now. yeah, it might be a little bit more. There might be a little bit more of that, but at the end of the day, your main audience is kids still.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're still
No,
aiming towards kids, you so yes, it's fine to occasionally have it as long as you've got the warning, the parental warnings and all the rest of it. That's the dad in me speaking. That's what that is.
this is yeah, your dad may have to think about these things.
Yeah. Yeah, you tell my son when they're gonna say fuck on TV, all right? But you know what I mean? It's stuff like that where as long as it's done in moderation, it's fine. I'm fine with it. But I just enjoy wrestling. It doesn't matter to me whether there's blood. It doesn't matter to me whether I don't need swearing in pro wrestling.
No.
I'm under no illusion that pro wrestling is a performance. I don't need somebody to say the F word to make it seem more real or anything like that. I don't care. It's fine. But I like it in moderation. I just don't need it every week.
I agree. The one thing I want them to stop doing, I'm looking forward to them stopping doing, is muting the crowd.
Oh yeah,
that's so annoying. I hate it.
It's stupid. It's stupid. And it takes away from the experience of watching it live.
Yeah, it like cuts out the commentary and everything else as well. It's like, holy.
Yeah, it's crap.
Ugh.
But when it's on Netflix, they won't do that.
Yeah, but yeah, everything else. Yeah, I'm the same as you. Like, bleeding, if it happens every week, it loses its effects. It's that's one of my biggest gripes at AEW. It's like it's every week. It's bloody everyone's bleeding. It's like everything's everything drops on their head and kicking out too. It's like, come on, it loses its impacts.
Yeah,
but yeah, every now and again it's great. Like CM Punk and Drew McIntyre match. I know Drew McIntyre probably didn't bleed intentionally because he got his head cracks open. Neither a bunch of staples, but no, it was great. It added to the match. It made it look more brutal.
Yeah.
But it's like when you get hit by a punch and then the camera cuts away and it cuts back and there's blood going down your face. That just looks stupid, in my opinion. Like, that looks so fake and stupid. I don't like it. But when someone gets cracked on the head with a toolbox and then you start bleeding, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Just doesn't need to be all the time. It doesn't need to be overkill. Yeah, the art of storytelling.
Yes, indeed. So
a blood feud should end in blood. You know what I mean? That kind of thing.
Yeah, makes sense.
There's a real hatred between the two, and they're going to go for each other. And if that ends in some sort of ultra violence, at least you've built up to that ultra violence. It's not just ultra violence for the sake of it. Second match into a Raw or something. You've got to build up to it and make it really count.
Yeah. As you said, when it comes to Netflix, that's a CM Punk interview. CM Punk did pretty much the same thing. It is like I don't want people to get their expectations up and think that it's going to suddenly become an adult. Not suddenly going to become the Attitude Era again. You might see the occasional thing here and there, but it's mostly going to be the same as it is now.
Yeah, that's fine because it's the best it's been in Christ years.
Yeah, I agree. I'm fine with that. Let's talk about AEW briefly.
Okay.
So they had their title Tuesday on the last Dynamite. It was on Tuesday for some reason.
Probably something to do with sports.
Probably. Something sports related. It usually is. It's called Title Tuesday. There was one title match on the card. All right.
Yeah.
I will just go ahead and say I'm not a huge AEW guy. I don't watch it every week. Tend to watch the highlights.
Same. It's
not that I don't want to watch it. I like all the people in it. It's just I don't know. I can't put my finger on what it is about it. I don't like as much as WWE. It's just I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I think it's because sometimes it tries too hard to look like WWE. Like presentation wise, like the camera angles and the camera shots all look the same, like they're trying to be WWE, but it's not. It's not quite. Doesn't have like the same quality to it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think
because right now it just looks like WWE, but worse. for me personally, that's my.
Yeah, it looks like WWE Light is what it looks like, and it's a shame because there's so much talent there. You know, I don't know. I don't know what it is about it that it makes me not want to watch every week. Um, they're so desperate to be the competition,
Yeah.
and their hardcore fans are so desperate for it to be the competition. Whereas if they just were themselves and utilized, firstly, work smaller arenas. Jesus Christ, work smaller arenas. I can't. It's embarrassing for them to, for the photos to do the rounds every single week of these massive arenas that they're doing being tarped off, and there only being, 1,500 people there or whatever.
Yeah. There's no need for it. Like when I liked it best when it was in like what's it called? Was it Daily's Place?
Yeah, yeah.
Because it looked unique. It looked like its own thing. Like
yeah, and it still looked big time.
yeah, when you look at other shows, like back in the day, when you watch WCW looks different than WWE.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, and it's weird because it's filmed. Yeah, I mean, all pro wrestling is, it's all filmed the same. It all. I don't know. It just is. But WCW did look different. You watch WCW. If you watch an episode of Nitro in comparison to an episode of Raw from like '98, around that era when it was like at its peak, then the two shows look like different products.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still pro wrestling, but it looks different. And it's weird because you can't put your finger on why it looks different, but it does.
Yeah, it feels different. And it's the same when TNA first started. And even again now, like TNA is different. Yeah, they've got a 6-sided ring and a small arenas. It's got, its own, its own character and storyline, all this stuff. It's, TNA.
TNA even looks different now. Yeah.
Yeah. Same with like New Japan, Japanese wrestling all looks different than, American wrestling.
Yeah.
But if you look like still picture of AEW and their camera angle and everything, and you ask someone who hasn't watched wrestling since like the old days, and they see that picture, they would just think, "Oh, it's WWE. It looks like WWE." It's just missing something. It's missing something that makes it unique. That makes it itself.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I think there's definitely an element of trying too hard there, and I like a lot of the wrestlers that they have there. I do. I think what annoys me. No, it doesn't annoy me. I think that's the wrong word to use. But you can see things coming a mile off. Like when they signed Ricochet, I still think it now. The reason that Ricochet was signed to AEW so they could have that match with Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
And now they've had it. They've blown their wad on it already. And it's like, you watch the clips of it, and I don't know, man. It's been done. Yeah, it's cool to have it on now, but build more to it. Don't just have Ricochet turn up, then 3 weeks later he's wrestling Will Ospreay.
Yeah, that's the thing. They keep giving away these massive matches. Like 1 week you have like Daniel Bryan versus, whoever, Swerve or what match am I thinking of? I don't know, but they have these massive matches every week, and when you get to a pay-per-view, it's the same matches. It's like, well, what's the point of buying a pay-per-view? I'm going to just watch it on Dynamite every week.
Well, I think, general consensus, at least from what I read people say online, weekly TV for AEW isn't very good at the minute.
Okay.
But the pay-per-views are good.
Yeah.
I watched the Wembley show. I thought I really enjoyed it. I wish I'd have gone.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. I went to the one the year before. I enjoyed myself. It was good. I like AEW, but I don't want to watch it every week. And it's such a weird thing because I watch it and I enjoy it, but I don't want to watch it every week.
Yeah.
I love watching MJF. I like Ricochet. I like I like Daniel Garcia. It's cool that he's re-signed with AEW, but and I like FTR, and I think the Outrunners gimmick. I think it's very funny. I think it's cool, but I don't want to watch it every week. I just don't want to, and I can't put my finger on it for the life of me. Why?
Yeah, and you got the Blackpool Combat Club thing going on. Some of it's a bit convoluted as well. Like they had that title match, Danny Bryan's title, and the other title, but the other title was only.
I think you mean the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson Dragon.
That's the one. Yeah. But the one title you can only win within the first 20 minutes. If it goes over 20 minutes, then you can only win the other title. It's like, I get it. I get that why that's a thing. But imagine being a casual fan and who doesn't know a lot about the AEW and seeing that. I mean, like, he's like, what does that even mean? What is going on? Why is
as
that?
soon as I saw that it was title for title, but then saw that stipulation straight away, I was like, well, that Okada's title isn't changing hands, is it?
Yeah.
Straight away, I knew it. It's like, this is the most pointless thing of all time.
It's so convoluted, and I don't understand why they need to make it like that.
But that match is a pay-per-view match. Okada versus Bryan Danielson is a pay-per-view match, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, it's great that you can give it away on TV, but if your TV isn't doing the numbers with that, because it did shitty numbers this week. I said I wasn't going to mention it, but when I saw the NXT comparisons, because obviously they ran on the same day, they ran on the same night, at least for an hour. That those hour ratings for AEW against NXT were appalling.
Yeah.
But if you've got all that talent and you put it on these absolutely unbelievable matches, and they are, Bryan Danielson versus Okada is a money match. It's a marquee match that and I love Okada and I love Danielson. I think both awesome. Sorry, Dragon. Yeah. What am I saying? Dragon. Yeah. Daniel. Yeah. Daniel Bryanson.
Wilson, yeah.
I don't know. I can't pinpoint what it is that they're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
They're doing something wrong. And I think they need, yes, they've got this massive TV deal. Who gives a shit? It's more of a big deal to them than it is anyone else, because that's obviously what's going to keep bringing the money in, because it certainly isn't ticket sales.
Yeah. No, but just like, I just said, there's all this talent, like all those guys you mentioned, and Bryan Danielson, Claudio Pack, Moxley, all these incredible wrestlers, and I don't want to watch them. It's like, why?
Yeah.
Why don't I want what's happening? What is it they're doing wrong?
Yeah, there's something that they're doing wrong, and I can't put my finger on what it is. There's people there that I have no interest in watching. Mercedes Moné, for example, she's absolutely bombed in AEW. She's been absolutely god awful.
Yeah,
she's not interesting at all. She's not likable. She's crap, basically, and she's bombed in AEW. And I don't want to watch her. But that's not the reason I don't want to watch AEW. I don't know what the reason is that I don't want to watch AEW. I just don't.
Yeah. It's weird. Like, I'm not...
There has to be other people like us that can understand this, because there's going to be people who listen to this and they're like, well, you don't watch it, so how do you know you don't like it? It's like, well, I watch the highlights every week.
Yeah.
And, I keep up with it on social media and stuff like that. And it's hard to watch all the wrestling. You have to keep up with it some way. But I don't know. The way I see people talk about the AEW weekly TV at the minute, it's not in a positive way. And they're doing something wrong, and they have been for a while. It's cool having good pay-per-views, but you've got to be consistent, and they're not.
Yeah.
And I hate being that. I hate being that guy who beats down on AEW because I watch WWE. That's not the reason. I love WWE. I always have. I'll always watch it. And I like AEW. I just love pro wrestling, and I don't like being that guy who just beats down AEW because it's the alternative, quote unquote, to WWE. That's not the reason.
Yeah.
Because I want it to succeed. I would love nothing more than for it to succeed properly. Fill arenas, do massive numbers every week, but it's not.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't think they know what it is either. They need to figure it out. Because I want to watch it, but I don't want to watch it.
It's okay. Tony Khan got his TV deal, so who gives a shit, right?
Yeah, I want to watch it. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. It makes perfect sense. Yeah, I want to watch it. It makes perfect sense. I'm with you. I'm the same. I want to watch it.
AEW. So it's just a strange feeling. It's like, I like all these people. I like all the wrestling they do, but I don't want to watch the TV.
Yeah, I don't care enough about it.
Yeah, but I don't care. Yeah, weird. Yeah, that's AEW.
the AEW fans that listen to this are going to fucking hate that bit.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but we like it, but we don't.
Yeah.
We like the wrestling, but
I like the Moxley heel turn and what they got going on there.
Oh yeah, Shane McMahon's coming in on Saturday, 100%.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Or Sunday, or whenever it is.
Yeah, I will say I'm not a fan of attempted murder in my wrestling. with the with the bag with the face, or the a while ago they had like the ice pick just on to stab each other with that. And it's like,
oh yeah, I don't like that. The syringes and all that sort of stuff. No, not into it, not at all.
It's silly. But I like the storyline. You got like Wheeler Yuta. He's allied with Brian. He's a trio champion with the other two who are against Brian. So it's like trio champions, but they're against each other. What's going on there? I like that dynamic.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's cool. I like Wheeler Yuta a lot, actually. I think he's really, really good. Yeah, the Lucha Brothers are coming to WWE, though.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. We like them. They're good.
They're cool. Like I like all of them. There's not really many people on AEW I don't like,
Yeah, I'm with you. There's a lot of wrestlers in AEW. I'm excited to see Ricky Starks in WWE, which eventually will happen.
Yeah. I'm going to the list of wrestlers on here now. It's like Jay White, excellent.
Yep, excellent.
Back, excellent.
Yeah,
Acclaimed, great. All these awesome people. I don't want to watch.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm with you, completely with you. Sorry, AEW fans. We are sorry, but
we're trying. We want to watch it.
Yeah.
Go yell at Tony Khan.
He's good. Go yell at Finn's lookalike.
Yeah. He doesn't like me. Both have curly hair. That's about as far as it gets.
Finny Khan.
So yeah.
NXT's good now though.
Yeah, I actually watched it. Normally I watch, highlights, much like AW. But I watched it this week and I liked the new direction it's going in.
Yes, me too.
Cameos, like main roster cameos. Yeah, the women's division is probably the best women's division there is in wrestling right now.
Yep.
You've got Julia and what's his face?
Stephanie Baker.
Yeah, that's the one. They're doing great stuff. I look forward to seeing more of them. Tony D'Angelo just won the title from Obafemi.
Yeah, I can imagine Obafemi's going to be brought up, right?
Yeah, surely. He's great.
Yeah. I like the new colour scheme in NXT as well. It looks a lot better.
Yeah, it's silver and black.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I think it's cool. I mean, I they took what was crap with NXT 2.0 and they've really turned it around and made it something very special now. And I like it a lot. Great roster there. Ethan Page is fantastic. It's just great. NXT is really, really good now.
Agreed. So good.
Javon Evans is awesome, by the way. I know they messed up that RKO spot at the end, I saw there was a nice moment there where Javon Evans apologized to Randy Orton, and Randy Orton was like, "Nah, you're the fucking man. It's fine."
Yeah,
it was super ambitious. It was like a Phoenix splash into an RKO, and instead of that, Javon Evans landed on his head, and it's like, whoa, okay.
Yeah, like the rotation of it, I don't think it was ever going to work. Like you have to spin, stop spinning in midair to be able to take the RKO.
Yeah, you'd need to. Yeah, it's nuts. But I mean, hey, look, the ambition was there, and you've got to appreciate that. But
besides that, and then he sort of took a great RKO afterwards. Picked him up and RKO'd him, which I thought was great. But
appreciate the idea. Not everything in wrestling works, and that didn't, but that's okay.
Yeah, and dude's 20. He's got plenty of time to,
Oh, he'll be fine. I'm pretty sure he'll be fine. Yeah. But yeah, NXT rules now. I think it's really good. We'll never be at the peak of the black and gold era, which is just unbelievable. It really, really was. But the fact that they've really turned it around from being laughable to what it is now. I think they've done just such a phenomenal job with it, and it's only going to get better and better. And obviously, it's on a different network now in the States, and it seems to be doing really well for them. So fair play to them. It's good to see NXT doing well again. But there's just so much wrestling to watch. It's so difficult to watch everything.
Yeah, it's too much. Yeah, that's pretty much covered everything, I think.
A shout out to the fact that the Motor City Machine Guns are going to SmackDown as well, by the way.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
That rules.
Yeah.
Big fan of those. Big fan of those guys. Can't wait for that.
Me too.
Yeah. Good stuff.
We think about the Judgment Day quickly, then the direction they're going in.
I think they should have changed the name. They're wearing those street trash t-shirts. I'm assuming that's the direction they were going to go, or they're going to go.
Yeah, I think the Street Trash, they're going to call them that, but then the name leaks online, and the reaction to it was so negative, they decided to go against it. And actually, no, let's not do that.
But
I
they
guess,
were literally wearing the t-shirts.
yeah, I think they must have made the t-shirts already. So I thought, screw it, we'll wear them. We got them. We might as well wear them. We'll try and sell them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the name. I mean, that name sucks, but I like the direction that they're going with the Judgment Day. The big issue for me is Damian Priest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know long term he can sustain being a face on his own. I know he's got Rhea Ripley with him and whatever, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I felt being the leader of the Judgment Day was really good, but I also felt that Finn Balor always needed to be the leader of the Judgment Day, and it was just like Damian Priest was bumped into that position almost by accident.
Yeah, and I feel like Finn should have won that match at Bad Blood.
Yes, I agree.
Weird that he just kind of lost and that was it.
Yeah, yeah, it's weird. I mean, Raquel Rodriguez is like in the Judgment Day now.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I like her as a heel more than as a face.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely. She's a terrible face.
Yeah,
terrible. I hate this. Like people who are big and mean looking, to like be smiling and pissing about. I can't be. I hate that. I hate it. It just annoys me so much. Like if you're not a likable person, your face is just mean naturally. Just be a fucking heel. Just be a heel. It's okay.
Yeah. That's the same. Raquel Rodriguez isn't a likable person. I'm sure she's great. She's lovely.
Oh yeah, I didn't mean that, but I mean like if your like face is naturally like mean,
if you're
just be a heel
person, yeah. But no, I'm glad she's back to being a heel, and I think she's gonna her partnership with Liv's gonna be fun. I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I think that's really cool. It leads up to a big match. I would imagine Raquel versus Rhea, which would be great as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like the Judgment Day. I mean, we're very far removed now from what the Judgment Day was when it first started, and I think it's better for that.
Yeah, no, I enjoy him. I think it's in a weird place at the minute, but I think it'll get better.
I feel like Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley could have carried on as the Judgment Day and maybe recruited a couple more people that way, and then you could have let the rest of them sort of have a name change, not to Street Trash or whatever, but have a name change and go about it that way. I think that would have probably worked a little bit better. But it's fine. We'll just see how it all plays out. I like everybody I like everybody involved in the ongoing storylines. Yeah,
me too. I'm really enjoying it. As you say, so I have some stuff to figure out with Damian Priest and Rhea, what they're going to do next. But no, I would like to say for Dominic and the dynamic they've got going on with Liv and Rhea.
Yeah,
it's just cool. I like it.
Yeah, it is cool. It's good because the way that Raw is sort of set up now, there's different stuff. There's different levels of stuff going on. You've got your serious stuff and your non-serious stuff, but none of it feels out of place. If you don't understand what I mean.
Yeah,
it's very well balanced, which it hasn't been for a long time, and it's a very good thing. It's not an easy thing to do either, I don't think. So I think the way that they're doing it is good. Like I said, I think they'll figure the 2-hour thing out next week. I don't think it will. They'll make the same mistakes again.
Yeah, I just want Finn Balor to win a match.
Yeah, I like that they're the tag team champions, and that's cool. But yeah,
it's just But yeah, I think it's on the whole, it's been very good recently.
I'd still love to see Finn Balor, by the way, be the world heavyweight champion for a good stretch at some point, because I think still feel like he deserves it, and he's never got the shot that he deserved. Yeah, he was great with the NXT championship, but I feel like main roster he deserved a lot more.
Yeah, I agree. Hopefully he gets that somewhere down the line.
I hope so. I do hope so. He deserves it. He's awesome. He really is. He's re-signed with WWE as well, hasn't he?
I think so.
Yeah, so he's going nowhere. I would imagine Kevin Owens will re-sign as well.
Yeah, I can't see him going anywhere.
I can't see him going to AEW at the minute. I'm sure the money will be there for him, but I'm sure he's on. Sure, he's not skint.
Yeah.
But yeah, good stuff.
Yeah. So I think that's probably about it.
All right. Well, this has been good. Nice 2-hour podcast to get us back into it.
Yeah. It's been good.
I hope everybody who has watched has enjoyed. If you're new to us and this channel, then great. This is what you could expect from us going forward.
Yeah.
We'll figure out how often we're going to do this. It will be regular, so it's not going to be. We're not going to be like weeks and weeks between episodes. It is going to be regular.
Yeah.
But we'll figure that out, and we'll update via social media and all the rest of it. But if you have liked it, please do like and share the video. It's much appreciated. We're just trying to spread the word as much as we possibly can at this much, trying to be as social media heavy as possible. But for now, yeah, this is the Games and Graps podcast. We are a video game and wrestling podcast that posts on the Gaming Clubhouse YouTube channel. You can go follow me on social media, which is @Sonny_club on X and @SonnyClub on Instagram and Facebook. And Finn, you are?
I'm @TheBeefandSteel on Twitter /X or Twitter. Or on YouTube, youtube.com/@BeefandSteel. I will eventually upload another video at some point, probably.
There you go. Finn has good content, so you should definitely go and subscribe to his channel. You can catch Finn on the Walkabout Mini Golf Race video that we've got on there as well at the minute, and we'll have more of that coming too.
Yes.
So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the rebirth of the Games and Graps podcast. I've had a blast recording. I've been excited for this, and I'm just glad it's finally happened. So yeah, we're here to stay. We're not going anywhere, and we'll be here on a regular basis. So guys, thank you very much for watching. My name is Sonny G, and of course I have been with the one and only Finn Steele.
Thank you.
And we will indeed see you next time. Take it easy, guys. Goodbye.
Thanks very much. Goodbye.